Lord, somebody help me. Huh. Words I've heard many, many times. Now, let me make this straight with today's story and just life in general when it comes to incarceration. Prison ain't no playground. It's nothing like the brochure. It's nothing like the pamphlet, and this ain't what you're used to. My advice to you is stay out of there by any means necessary. Me, I'm not one that advocates for going to prison. I don't glorify it, and I don't try to make it seem fun. Yes, I'll
and listen, because this ex-CIA agent exposes the hidden truth about Trump. Look.
When you talk about the elephant in the room, Mario, you have to be talking about the decline of American reliability and American influence worldwide. And I think that's what Donald Trump is really struggling with right now, is he's trying to find a way to rebuild that counterbalance of influence that the United States used to have. Because the United States has been riddled with spies from China and Russia in our CIA, in our military, in our army, and our navy. We've been absolutely riddled with fundamentalists, with ISIS and other extremists being built right here at home, here in the United States. So, the security and the protection of the United States is in question. And now you're starting to see that there's sympathizers within our own intelligence infrastructure that are trying to involve themselves in the conflict in Israel, and the conflict in Ukraine, and the conflict in Taiwan. It's a bad look for a country that's supposed to look like it's the premier professional intelligence organization of the world.
Hello, brothers and sisters. I really hope you're all doing fine from wherever you're watching me from now. Most of the ICE agents who have been used to kick out illegal immigrants in the US are now coming out. Now, they are confessing to the people that the US government is having a very evil plan against illegal immigrants. Now, they have watched people lose it in the concentration camps because people have been separated with their families. Now, this is very unlawful. And there is need to uphold the rule of law and doing all this. Now, they're exposing out Donald Trump's administration for who they really are. So let's watch this video, then have a really quick discussion at the end of it. Thank you so much.
We have all been sounding the alarm. What happens when a random federal agent jumps out of an unmarked van with a full mask on and says, "Get in the van, I'm from the government"? Do we just trust them? Do we do no verification at all? They don't show a badge, they don't give a reason for arrest. It's not a safe thing for our communities to be experiencing. I don't want to see someone outside being beat up, and I have to guess if it's a gang or a government agency. ICE needs to stop violating the law. Share this around everywhere. Okay, if these guys come out of a van with no markings on it and say, "I'm from the government, get in the van," am I supposed to just say, "Oh, okay, that makes sense"?
Let's talk about who ICE agents actually are while I let my hair set. So there's been a lot of discourse, obviously, with the protests happening in LA. People are kind of going back to ICE agents, and they're like, how can you choose this kind of career and whatnot? I've seen some people kind of push back, like in comments, and say things like, oh, well, like they didn't expect it to be like this, etc., etc. Now, this is my own opinion, but I'm just gonna walk through kind of like the psychology behind being an ICE agent and kind of what you need to do in order to get there. So right now on like the Homeland Security website, which is Homeland Security is like the main, division, ICE falls under there. They say that there's about 6,000 agents. Obviously we don't know when the website was updated, like it could obviously have increased with this administration. So ICE is a profession that is very controversial, especially with the current administration. And we kind of have to think about it that if you take this job, you ultimately agree with the practices that are happening to an extent. There's morally ambiguous like careers and roles that people take, like, it's the same thing as someone who sells cigarettes,
had to wash
right?
my cucumber.
As someone who is like a cigarette advertiser. You
You
are selling cigarettes, like understanding that it has like a really negative effect, health effect on people. But you decide to stay in that role from like a financial perspective.
Let me turn this down.
Ultimately, the moral issue isn't a non-starter
can't
for
even.
you. And
Y'all
I kind
probably.
of think of ICE agents as the same thing. So when you become an ICE agent, obviously you have to go through
Y'all
all the
probably
interviews, the
couldn't hear
background
me
checks,
talking
drug
because it's so
testing, etc.
loud.
But you're in
But I had to
training for
wash my
63 days,
cucumber,
and I
wash
got
my
this information
cucumber in
from
the
the
sink,
government website.
and I'm
So
gonna
you're
chop
walked
it
through
up,
everything that
and
you
then I'm
have to
put some
do,
ground
kind of like
turkey in the air
background
fryer
stuff, like
and
the
chop up
morals,
about a little
etc.
more than
Now,
half
if
of the
we work
cucumber,
backwards,
mix
so
it in with the
Trump
ground
has been in
turkey,
office for
cook
6
it.
months at this point.
My
He was
meal for the day.
campaigning
We'll
for
try to make
a
it my
year
meal for
prior
the
to the
day.
election,
You know?
hardcore campaign. On the docket and on his like
I try to
campaign
make it my
strategy,
meal for the
immigration
day.
has always been like a huge
Alright,
thing.
so get my
And he's
get
always
my
been like, really
get my
violent.
plate.
So my thought process
Let me
with
scoot
this is
this
that
close so
as
y'all
a
can see me
ICE
chopping
agent,
cucumber.
you've known for technically
scoot
like
it
at
close.
least a year, right?
Got the
year
cucumber
of,
on
like,
the plate.
election. And for 6 months after the election, that there's going to be really stringent and kind of morally ambiguous or morally wrong.
Let's go and chop this cucumber in little square pieces.
Like, practices when it comes to like immigration in the U.S. So for me, when it comes to ICE agents and people are like, how do these people do this? Like, I truly see this as people that actively have taken a choice and they wholeheartedly, or at least like 60 to 70%, like the majority, believe in what they're doing. And they believe that, you know, these like immigration practices like are right. Another thing to think of is kind of just like the emotional and like physical, right? When it comes to like being this role, like you have to catch someone, right? But it's just like the emotional toll. Like I've seen so many videos like just on social media, and I am like dying. I am like inconsolable, like watching these videos of people being like taken away from their families, and to be in that scene like in person is just so crazy.
And now I'm gonna have pork, ground pork tomorrow.
You have to either be accepting or you have to be emotionally
that pork been sitting in there for like 3 days.
Like this is
I gotta
kind
cook
of
it by
what the
tomorrow.
role entails. But them not knowing that this is what the immigration practice was going to be under this administration is kind of not real to me. Immigration and immigration practices is truly dictated by the administration. So it's not, I know it's supposed to be nonpartisan, but truly like, you know, it skews one way or another. This isn't like everything that's happening when it comes to like where you have people, this is like nonpartisan, like everyone agrees personal safety is like number one thing. Now you have like, you know, everything going on with aviation, the layoffs, etc. that people are like, okay, actually this is not what I signed up for, this is not how this should be practiced. ICE is like completely different, like it does skew one way or another. But yeah, let me know what you think, let me know if you agree or you don't in the comments. I'm happy to, you know, talk more about it and kind of dive a little bit deeper into my research.
Hey, this message is for all ICE agents, and if you're not an ICE agent, you can just scroll on and enjoy your day, okay? Alright, now that it's just us, I want to know, at what age did you decide that you were going to grow up and be a piece of fucking shit? At what age was it?
What age was
What
that?
fucking age? Was it literally in the fucking womb? Did you decide to be a piece of shit in the fucking womb, or was it the ball sack? What was it?
Now you're doing it again. I just watched a minute-long video of anti-ICE rioters in San Francisco literally mob attacking all of these ICE agents. And the best part is you can hear this fucking lady in the background going, ah! Ah! And she's literally attacking them. And she's screaming bloody murder. It's like, oh my god. I don't understand. And you can hear the ICE agent, he's like, stay away from my gun. Don't go for my gun. Because guess what? Guess what's going to happen if you go for his gun? You're not going to see tomorrow. So I don't understand what the point of all this is. It's like, you guys want to kill them? Or are you just waiting for something really bad to happen? And I mean bad, like a lot of people dying. I fear the left might blame it on ICE. I fear that's what they're waiting for to happen. Because this is fucking crazy, and they all need to be fucking arrested.
All right, ICE agents, you know you're wrong. You know you're wrong. That's why you're covering yourself up, so that you think you cannot be identified. But there are ways to identify you. Now, this is something I want you to do as an ICE agent. I want you to Google search the Nuremberg trials. And I want you to look and see what happened back in the day. Because back in the day, the defense was, We were just following orders. I want you to look and see how well that worked for those people back in the day, because that's exactly how well it's going to work for you when you have to answer for your actions, because you know what you're doing is illegal. You know it. And that's why you're hiding. It shows a consciousness of guilt that you cannot avoid. I know of what I speak. So when you demonstrate a consciousness of guilt, you are 90% down a road that you cannot come back from. I'm just giving you a heads up. Think about it yourself.
ICE agents are operating as if they are above the law. ICE agents are detaining people without due process, without probable cause, transporting them across state lines as if they have some legal bearing or right. We were just following orders is not a justified excuse. ICE agents are taking orders from a convicted felon in the Oval Office. DHS is following orders that are given by a felon instead of actually following the Constitution of the United States. The Constitution, which states that all people have a right to due process. That's not my opinion. The Supreme Court 5 weeks ago just ruled that all people are afforded the right to due process, which meant that ICE agents were not allowed to illegally detain people, transport them, and deport them out of the country without these individuals.
Hey, baby D.
By a judge.
Hey, baby D.
These
Baby
immigrants
D.
are not criminals.
Baby D.
Immigrants in this country are not criminals just because they're here. It's a civil infraction. However, the laws that the
So we
ICE
got the
agents
aluminum
are
foil.
violating are criminal. Here's
We
the
got the
federal law.
aluminum
Here's
foil.
the state law. And if you don't think that these
Got the
ICE
aluminum
agents
foil.
are a part of the problem, then you're the problem.
Ice.
Post this. Follow me. Share this with more people, and I want to hear what you have to say. Don't be sniping in the background about how you think this is justified, because if you think it's justified, then speak it and leave a comment. For everybody else, if you feel as outraged as I am, copy this, repost it, share it, hit favorite. Make people see this, because unity is strength. Strength can move anything.
We got the ground turkey. The ground turkey from jerky.
Agents have been using facial recognition software when they're out
We
in
got the
the
ground
streets, like
turkey
this
from
guy
jerky.
in Los Angeles. Listen to this, and I'll tell you more about the app. Listen.
Ground turkey from jerky. Ice. 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 Hey, keep on kidnapping me.
So this happened in Los Angeles, and like you heard, that guy was trying to make sure that these masked men weren't disappearing his neighbors. But these images of ICE agents taking out their phones and taking people's pictures have become more frequent. Well, as reported by 404 Media, we now know that ICE has been using facial recognition software more frequently out in the field. Apparently, they're using an app called Mobile Fortify. And this app has been installed with the information of 270 million people living in the U.S. With
270 million people.
Biometric information, international travel information, and other information that DHS gathers. And apparently, they also have a contract with a company called Clearview AI. And with that, just with someone's photo, you can find their social media. Now, not only are experts saying that this is
And now we put the
on our civil
cucumbers
liberties
in.
and an invasion of privacy,
We let it cook for about 10 minutes. Let it cook for about 10 minutes. And then we go ahead, after it cooked for about 10 minutes, we mix the cucumber in with the ground turkey. And let it cook the rest of the way.
Which is already what they're doing. Now, ICE has been developing these tools since 2020, but nobody really cared because, as always, people thought that these tools would only be used against immigrants. But just like I said before, just because a tool is created to hurt the other, don't ever think it won't be used against you.
And here we are. These tools are going to be used on every single person in the U.S., regardless of their status. So after the dust settles and we get a new administration, hopefully, we need to put laws in place that prevent law enforcement from using these kind of AI tools without any kind of accountability or transparency. And as always, please consider becoming a paid subscriber on here so I can continue bringing you stories like these.
ICE agents are using Medicaid to track down anchor babies so that it can capture the immigrant parents that actually had their children qualify for Medicaid. Let that sink in, yes. So the ICE agents who were mandated to actually be going after the criminals, the worst of the worst, detaining illegal, undocumented, actual criminals that have actually been causing crimes within the United States, are now going to use Medicaid to actually track down the anchor babies, use that information to capture their undocumented immigrant parents. Because the truth is, immigrants that are undocumented can't use Medicaid. However, if you have two immigrant parents who have a baby in the United States, that baby can qualify for Medicaid. So the ICE agents are going to use Medicaid to track down the anchor babies and then look at their parents and then detain them and deport them out of the country, which is not only a violation of HIPAA, but also morally bankrupt. How could you possibly use the love of a child? You have your child, you get them Medicaid and get information so that way they can be taken care of, and now you're going to use that information to detain the parents, deport them out of the country. How can you possibly justify that type of behavior? How is it that we are supposed to be finding the criminals in the country, detaining them and deporting them out of the country, yet the people that are actually acting like criminals are the people that are supposedly enforcing the law? A law that's violating human rights. What do you guys think? Please leave a comment. If you stay silent after watching this, don't leave a comment or repost this, then you're a part of the problem and you should be part of the solution. Make your voice heard.
So now ICE agents are starting to quit their job. Why? Why are they quitting their job? Well, now they're afraid that people are going to follow them home. They're going to get doxxed. They're afraid that they're going to be injured on the job. All the stuff that they've been doing to these people. It's crazy. But yeah, and so you got political figures saying, hey, you know, don't communicate like ISIS, like the Nazis, or...
Hey, Sean Tavis, Crowell. I ain't seen you in a while.
We're afraid for our safety and things of that magnitude. This is crazy. This is crazy. They got extremely aggressive and have been and probably will still be aggressive for a while. And then if they're quitting, guess what the United States government is going to do? They're going to purchase bounty hunters and mercenaries to do the job. Look, it's not something that's sustainable. Going out and treating people like this is not sustainable. People will rise up, and there's never going to be enough of individuals to treat people this bad in these United States in this current time for people not to step up and say something. So, hey, you know, probably shouldn't have got that job. Probably should have started. It might have been something that you wasn't even excited about. You know, you probably got pushed into it. But I'm not giving anybody any outs. You did the work. You treated people like crap, and now you're running with your tail tucked between your legs, saying, "Oh, I don't want to get doxxed. I'm afraid that there's going to be injury on the job," and all these other different things. This is crazy, y'all. But this is exactly what we're going through. This instability in our economy. This is instability in our government. People making immoral decisions. It's ridiculous. And that's why we want you to join us. Black out the system, y'all. Black out the system. Check out the video after this. It's going to give you a few details. And if you want to stay in the loop and get updates, please go to my profile, click the link, give me your information, and I'll make sure you get all the information as we move forward. See y'all at the top.
As I've been chilling, how you? I'm doing good, Shantavius. I'm doing good. Just trying to spend. I'm gonna start spending most of my time in my small little room. This small little room, unless I gotta go to the doctor's office, unless I gotta go to the grocery store, unless I gotta go to get my prescription, something important like that along them lines. But other than that, I'm working out in this room. I'm taking my walks in this room. I'm sitting in the window when the sun's shining in my window, getting my vitamin D in this room. Somebody told me, they said, you keep putting yourself in them situations. You keep putting yourself, they said, do you got TV in your room? I said, yeah, I got TV in my room. They said, stay in your room because when you come out your room, you're putting yourself in them situations for people to rub you the wrong way and people to disrespect you. He said, you're putting yourself in them situations. Now, sometimes I gotta come out my room to go to doctor's appointments, the grocery store, get my prescriptions, go to the food pantry. But other than that, I'm staying in my room. I'm gonna walk laps in my room. I'm gonna work out in my room. Yeah, because these people, there's haters living all up in this complex. That when I go to the TV room, I walk in the halls, rub me the wrong way. Haters all on the street rub me the wrong way. I don't care if it's middle class, middle class, the upper class, the lower class. I got haters rub me the wrong way from all walks of life. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is about me to where they want to disrespect me and try to get me to lose my cool so I lose my freedom and go back to prison, or so they can unalive me when I look like a loose cannon and I snap on. One or the other. They either want to unalive me or they want me to go back to prison. And they're not going to get me. They're not going to get me to snap. It said, I stay in the house. I don't go nowhere. I stay to myself. Yeah, I stay to myself, and apparently that drives them crazy. I know that's right, yeah. Yeah, I stay to myself, and that stuff drives them crazy. Whoever thought you stay to yourself and be a peaceful person, and you got white devils, black devils, Mexican devils, all kinds of different nationalities of devils sitting there rubbing you the wrong way and trying to get you to snap just because you stay to yourself and you're a peaceful person. You know?
This is despicable and disgusting. But the other part of this is, this administration doesn't. They don't care. So my question is, if you are being dragged off the street and defend yourself, or attempt to defend yourself, you have no way of knowing if these people are actually ISIS or they're cosplaying ISIS. Well, because you know, our illustrious Secretary of Homeland loves to cosplay, put on her little black jacket, all of that, and go out there. These people absolutely do not care about anyone's welfare. They believe violence is their birthright, and they can do whatever they want, to whoever they want, whenever they want. For the love of all that's holy, y'all stay safe. Women, don't be out there alone. Don't be out there by yourself.
As that stay positive. I stay positive. I stay positive, especially all the negativity that I deal with every day. I stay positive. Is that it show do the devil's busy. I'm not letting them get to me. Right. They be getting to me, but they can't get me to snap. Yeah, stay humble, yeah. They be getting to me, but they don't get to me to where I be wanting to do like go back to prison or snap or fight somebody. Yesterday I was out walking and this devil started looking at me with this crate. They all got this look when they look at me like they're trying to intimidate me. I looked at him and I cussed at him and I said all kinds of crazy stuff to him, and he kept walking toward me and I ran across the street. So he come across the street following me, but I'm a ways away. So I keep looking back, making sure I keep crossing over here. I think he keep crossing over. I'ma handle business. He keep crossing up. But when he crossed over, he kept walking the other way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not saying you keep looking at me like you crazy. I cuss you out, say some crazy stuff to you, and run from you. Don't chase me though. Do not chase me, because I'll be forced to react and do something to you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going back to prison fighting you. I mean, going to jail. My bad. You can't go to prison for fighting unless somebody gets seriously hurt or unalive. But I'm not going to jail for fighting you. And I'm not going to jail for unaliving you. You know what I'm saying? But if you keep looking at me crazy, I'm going to cuss you out. I'm going to say all kinds of crazy stuff to you. And I'm going to run across the street. I'm going to run the opposite way. Well, actually, I didn't run. I walked real fast. And I kept looking back because he was crossing the street, still looking. Some clean-dressed Caucasian boy. Clean-dressed, look like he might be an FBI off-duty police officer. So who you looking at? Who you look? Why I got the Caucasian people staring me down, trying to intimidate me? I got the black people staring me down, trying to intimidate me. I got the Indian, the Chinese, the Mexican, all of them, all nationalities staring at me like, what is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all? Why are y'all all looking at me? And if I'm in the vicinity, if I'm in the area, they will stare at me. They will stare me down until I'm out of sight, until I leave the area. I don't know what's up with this. It don't matter if they're Caucasian, Indian, Chinese, Japanese, black, white, you know, Mexican. They will stare me down until I leave the area. I don't know what's up with all these stares. You know what I'm saying? If they're all staring at me like that, you must know who I am. I know I'm under surveillance. I know I'm under surveillance by this society. And if you really want to know, it's bigger than this society of Lexington, Kentucky. It's bigger than this. All high cliff. Hey, what's going on? M3 Lottie. But it's bigger than this society. I'm not gonna go into how big it is, because then y'all say, oh, he's crazy. But it don't matter where I go, I'm gonna get them stares as if they know who I am. You know, I can go to Paris, Kentucky. I can go to Georgetown, Kentucky. I can go to Millersburg, Kentucky. I can go anywhere in Kentucky and to get them same stares. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm getting them same stares in Lexington and anywhere in Kentucky, I ain't been out of state in a long time. I ain't been out, but I'll be, if I did go out of state and I got them same stares, I'll be like, do these people know who I am? Are they watching me? You know what I'm saying? Because why I always get these stares from everybody? Why is everybody always looking at me, staring at me till I leave the area? You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, they know who I am. They got me under surveillance. They got me under surveillance. That's why I don't do anything wrong. That's why I don't try to retaliate. That's why I don't try to do anything. Because they got me under surveillance. I tell you right now, they're watching me in this apartment right now. The smart TV. All these smart TV. These iPods. My cell phone. They got cameras watching me on the smart TVs, the iPods, stuff. They got cameras on that wall. That wall. That wall, this wall, that wall, and how big the wall is, they got probably billions, if not millions, maybe billions of cameras that you can't even see. That are smaller than a naked eye. That are smaller, I mean, my bad, not smaller than, they're smaller than a gnat on the wall. Smaller than that on the wall. You can't see them with a microscope. They're watching everything I do, everything you do, everything everybody does. Technology is that advanced. Yeah. But they don't care about a lot of them people messing up. That's their family. They're one big happy family in this society. I'm not their family, so if I mess up, they're gonna lock me up. Some of their own family, this part of their family of the society, they mess up, they lock them up. Some of them, they just show favoritism, let them get away with the stuff they're doing. And then other ones, they say, no, we're locking him up. He crossed the line. You know what I'm saying? They're one big happy family. And they got me under surveillance. If I walk anywhere in this city, in any house or apartment I'm in, they're watching me. If I go anywhere in this city, they're watching me. They got technology that can read your mind. Read your see your dreams, see your thoughts, see everything you're thinking when you think it. See your dreams that you have when you're sleeping. They can see if you think, oh, I'm going to Kroger, or oh, I'm going to Walmart. or I'm going to Rupp Arena. They know, they see in your head you're going there before you go there. If you're walking down the street and you decide to go left or right, they already know you're about to turn left because you thought about turning left. So then you got to turn right or go straight. And they when you say, oh, I'm going right or going straight, they see that too. So oh, he changed his mind. They see all of that. They technology is advanced, y'all. And y'all don't even believe me. Y'all say, it's all in my head. I'm making it up. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Hey, happy Saturday. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. But yeah, technology is advanced.
These are the things that have made them actually to be so traumatized, and this is why they're now coming out to talk about the whole situation and why they think that the Manga administration is not doing good enough. You know, that the whole process is now turning to chaotic instead of turning.
I gotta mix. All right, I gotta mix up my. I gotta mix up my ground turkey. Right. Hold up. I gotta mix up my.
From the ordinary on the Cape May Lewis Ferry. Board as a foot passenger, bring your bicycle, or drive on with your vehicle. The ferry's your ticket to a relaxing cruise across the Delaware Bay. Enjoy cool breezes, historic lighthouses, and unique seabirds. Maybe you'll even get your own dolphin escort. Grab a bite, sip a cold drink, and visit our gift shop. Or simply relax on the deck, bask in the sun, and enjoy the scenic views. Visit cmlf.com to start your journey and make memories that last a lifetime aboard the Cape May Lewis Ferry.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. It's in the pulse of those who never stop getting the job done or the party started. This summer, Chevy drives America. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Mix it up. He the first to bleed.
Most of America have always been scared of black and brown folks getting justice, getting equality, getting what's fair, because they want to hold and cling on to white supremacy so dearly, that system that protects their privilege, that dominant hierarchy position of whiteness. That being said, I'm going to say something, and I want you to let it set. I just want you to sit with it. Let it settle into your consciousness. Just let it set with you for a while before you get into your feelings, into your denial, into your ignorance, into your delusion racially. Just let it set and listen. Until we fix white supremacy, everything we do as a nation will fail. Why does America keep voting against its own self-interest? Why do we continue to do things that undermine our very well-being? White supremacy is the living, festering cancer, devouring our nation from the inside out.
I need some more aluminum foil to put on the top so my vegetables are burning so my vegetables don't burn.
The exact reason we're so stunned and shamefully far behind other developed nations. White supremacy, the very thing white America claims to despise, yet simultaneously denies, gaslights, actively avoids, utterly ignores all, while perpetrating the reason this country keeps voting against its own damn self-interest, the reason we consistently shoot ourselves in the foot is really simple. Pure terrified fear of a black and brown nation. Fact. This isn't new.
Specifically, white people don't really like to talk about systemic racism or really anything to do with race, period. Because the past couple weeks, I had been listening to this video series on YouTube. It's called Crash Course Black American History. And I really like it. And I've been really into it the past couple weeks to the point where I'm like, have you listened to this? Well, you should listen to it. So I was at work and it was only other white people there. That was the thing. We were talking about things that we were listening to, and I told them what I was listening to. Crash Course Black American History. Everybody should listen to. That's the gist of what I said. I just basically said that it was really educational and people could learn a lot from it, and Americans should listen to it. Immediately, the room got really silent and tense, and I was like, oh, I guess this is a topic we don't talk about?
family, you know that white Americans have always been afraid of black people. They've always been afraid that black people can get equality. That's why they continue to push white dominance. They continue to push white supremacy so that they may be able, to suppress black people. And this is instead affecting white America. That's why white Americans can easily vote, for a pedophile to ensure that now black people continue to be suppressed. They ensure that they vote for a white leader who does not have their interests in place, just to ensure that a black leader is not in that specific position. The goal has always been to suppress the black counterparts. White America has always been afraid of black folks getting justice and equality. They want to continue supremacy, the system that protects their privilege, that dominance of whiteness. They want the white privilege to continue. White supremacy is also a very toxic force behind every backward policy that we see in America today. Family, those are not my words. Those are the words of white people that I've been showcasing in this video. This white man specifically calls out his race and tells them the moment they continue purporting supremacy in their communities, they will continue to suffer in America, because most of the policies that they are passing right now is to ensure that they remain on the top, and instead they are now also getting affected because of their greed with supremacy, because of their greed with dominance, their greed with the privileges that comes with whiteness. So far, I wanted to watch this video as it calls out other white folks. Once the video is done, we will get back and do a critical analysis.
A white person said something to me the other day that shocked me. Not really, but it kind of did, coming from this individual, because they were actually being honest. Usually all they do is gaslight and bullshit, but they actually had a breakdown and had an honest moment. When we were talking about race in America, she said, I don't think black people deserve equality and justice because they could never get enough. And I realized, for the first time I've ever talked to this person about race, she was actually being brutally honest. And I also realized this is the psyche of white America. Not all, but for the majority. Most white America have always been scared of black and brown folks getting justice, getting equality, getting what's fair, because they want to hold and cling on to white supremacy so dearly, that system that protects their privilege, that dominant hierarchy position of whiteness. That being said, I'm going to say something, and I want you to let it set. I don't want you to sit with it. Let it settle into your consciousness. Just let it set with you for a while before you get into your feelings, into your denial, into your ignorance, into your delusion racially. Just let it set and listen. Until we fix white supremacy, everything we do as a nation will fail. Why does America keep voting against its own self-interest? Why do we continue to do things that undermine our very well-being? White supremacy is the living, festering cancer, devouring our nation from the inside out. It's the toxic force behind every backward policy. The exact reason we're so stunned and shamefully far behind other developed nations. White supremacy, the very thing white America claims to despise, yet simultaneously denies, gaslights about, actively avoids, and utterly ignores, all while perpetrating racism. The reason this country keeps voting against its own damn self-interest, the reason we consistently shoot ourselves in the foot, is brutally simple. Pure terrified fear of a black and brown nation. Fact. This isn't new. This isn't just about today. This is history's cruelest loop. We love white supremacy. We embrace slavery. We clung to Jim Crow. We have always chosen to poison our own wells rather than allow an ounce of equality. This obsession breeds internal hate, forces us into a blind, ignorant delusion. It has weaponized us against each other. White against white, race against race, culture against culture. This is the profound damage to your psyche, your society. We'd rather bleed our own nation dry, sacrifice our cities, our health, our economy, our global credibility, than loosen one pathetic finger from white privilege. You thought you could weaponize white supremacy to justify your own greed, to hoard power. All you've done is destroy yourselves and your own fucking nation. Imagine a nation so diseased by racism, so desperate to cling to its twisted sense of white superiority. You would rather self-destruct, rip apart its own democracy and watch its citizens suffer and die. That nation is America. Face the ugly fucking truth. Look at what we've done. Cutting Medicaid.
Baby!
SNAP. Sacrificing
Baby!
the vulnerable for billionaire tax breaks. Abandoning humanitarian aid. Annihilating our global standing. Our very morality. Actively suppressing votes. Tearing down our democracy. Building the world's largest prison system. Shattering families. All because of the white man's greatest, most pathetic fear. That black and brown people might actually be treated fairly. Our air is poisoned, our infrastructure is collapsing, our schools are failing, all because we'd rather cling to archaic, racist structures that build a decent, functional society for ourselves. Understand this, we aren't just hurting black and brown communities. No. We are actively killing ourselves as a nation. Our racism has so corrupted us, we choose a pedophile felon to run the country, simply because he was a racist strongman. We are willingly plunging into fascism, sacrificing our fundamental liberties and economic...
What's up, Joe? What's going on, Elizabeth?
Choose white supremacy.
What's going on,
over
Elizabeth?
freedom. Every damn bit of it for the sake of the ignorant, hateful disease festering in our hearts. So white America, hear this. Stop being cowards. Look into the fucking mirror. This cancer of white supremacy is consuming us. If you don't tear it down, if you don't confront this fear, you will watch this nation die. Your nation, our nation. The time for denial is over. The time to choose is now. I'll say it again. Until we fix white supremacy, everything we do as a nation will fail. Fact.
Oh, it's a black man's fault that he's in the position. Well, what about black on black crime? I mean, it goes on and on and on. You know, I mean, I could sit here all day and give you examples. All lives matter. I mean, it just goes on all day. Black people ask for justice. White people find a way to try to obscure it, to try to take away from it, to try to demean it. We are colonizers. And I say that based on our behavior, collectively as white people. And until we stop being gaslighters and colonizers, white people are on a path of self-destruction. White supremacy, the lies of white supremacy, the colonizing mentality has never brought the white man happiness, and it never will. It's toxic, dysfunctional, and self-defeating. And it's not helping us. And now there's all this white rage. Because when the abuser loses control, he gets angry. And then Trump was born because we had a black president. And he was perfect because he was racist. And that's what white America wanted, because they're angry, because they felt like they were losing control. These colonizers have to have control. And we had a black president. And everybody just shit all over themselves. White people just freak the fuck out. Oh my God, we're losing control. We have a black president.
Hey, what's going on, Liz?
And enslave us.
I'm cooking breakfast right now, and yeah, just doing a TikTok. I'm on TikTok Live right now. And, yeah, thinking about just staying inside for the most part because it's too negative. There's nothing but haters living in this complex, and nothing but haters on the street. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if they Caucasian, African American, Spanish, Italian, Japanese, Chinese. It's like, why do I get all these cold freaking stirs, these evil stirs, everywhere I go? And if I'm standing around, wherever I'm standing around, whether it's Walmart or Kroger or on the street, everybody's staring my way, staring at me, until I leave the area, you know what I'm saying? I don't care if they what nationality, what color they all staring. And I'm like, what's up with this? And you know what I mean? They do other stuff too. They always moving toward me aggressive, or you know what I'm saying, moving toward me like they want to knock my head off my shoulders, or looking at me like they want to knock my head off my shoulders, or when I'm walking down the street or walking down the hallway at my they'll move over my lane while I'm walking. Then I got to move out the way. Used to, sometimes I won't move. Because sometimes I'll be on that BS, you know what I'm saying, I won't move. But other times, most of the time I'm peaceful and I move, you know. But, and then just say slick stuff to me, you know. Yeah, I don't know if they, I don't know what is up with it, but that's how I know everybody in this city and everybody in all these side counties know who I am, you know what I'm saying? That's how I know they all know who I am. And they knew who I was before social media. This ain't a social media thing. This ain't no I'm famous thing. These people are seriously watching me and got me under surveillance. But I'm cooking my breakfast right now. And I love you too, Aunt Liz. I love you too, Aunt Liz. And take it easy. And if you want to talk to me, come to my TikTok live. Because you ain't messing up my TikTok live. I'm trying to go live all day. You know what I'm saying? So come to my TikTok live. Yeah. Because I'm trying to sit there and record my life. And what I'm doing day to day while I'm putting myself on house arrest to get away from the streets. You know what I'm saying? To get away from the streets and get away from this people in this complex, putting myself on house arrest. I've been looking for old Clifford. Is it? It's Keys Shanico. Hey, what's going on? It's Keys. How you doing? Yeah. I'm probably gonna start recording my life. Record me brushing my teeth every morning. Recording me listening to my TV show every morning. Record me cooking and whatever I do in my apartment. Whatever I do, it's gonna be my reality show. Cause I'm trying to get away from the streets. I'm trying to get away from the hallways, pacing the halls of this complex. I'm trying to get away from chilling in the TV room downstairs, because everybody seem to want to get in my personal space, or looking at me with crazed looks in their eyes like they animals, like they want to do something to me. And I'm not scared of nothing. I just don't want people stressing me out, bringing that killer instinct in. You know, bringing that killer instinct out in me, because they bring that killer instinct out and have me thinking sick thoughts and evil thoughts. And I don't like thinking like that, because my soul's not at peace and my heart's not at peace. I'm a happy person, and I don't like people putting me in an angry mood or an animalistic mood that have me thinking sick stuff. I don't like that, because that stresses me out. I like being happy. And most of the time I'm happy. Even with the BS going on, the people stressing me out, I still stay happy. But from time to time, they bring that animal out, or they bring that sicko out. And I don't like that, because that stresses me out. I don't like that feeling, being stressed out and feeling vengeful. You know, that's not, I like being peaceful. I like my soul being at peace, my mind being at peace. And most of the time, my soul and my mind is at peace, even with the BS that I put up with every day. It still be at peace. Is that I feel, yeah. Is that, but most of the time, I'll be at peace, even with the BS that I put up with every day. I'll be at peace. But I don't like people stressing me out. So yeah, it's time to put myself on house arrest. I mean, of course, I gotta leave to go to the grocery store. I gotta leave to go get my prescription medicines. I'm on like three different medicines. I gotta leave to go to the food pantry. I gotta eat, so I gotta go to the grocery store. Food pantry gives me more food, but I don't have to, yeah. But other than that, yeah. And if my family members want me to come over and kick it with them, if they ain't picking me up and dropping me off, I'm not going. If they want me to come over and kick it with them, but they're not picking me up in their car and dropping me off back in my apartment, I'm not going. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go out there and deal with that stuff. Don't want to deal with that stuff as little. I want to deal with that as little as possible.
Intimacy. And it's an art. It's a culture.
It's what we do. We're masters.
Good morning, David. Thank you for the gift, David. Thank you for the gift, David.
Inequality is not real.
Thank you for the gift,
all the
David.
statistics, all the racial data, all the racial disparities in every single American institution is not real. We are masters at ignoring it. And then the other thing that we do to support white supremacy is we deny it. Yes, the majority of white people
You're welcome.
white privilege, deny white supremacy, deny racial injustice. They thrive on denying it. It's part of their livelihood. So when I say white people are racist, it's because we're not perpetrating it, we're supporting it. And until that changes, most white people are racist.
Good morning, Clip. What for breakfast? Ground turkey for breakfast. With ground turkeys for breakfast. With cucumber chopped up mixed in with it. With cucumber chopped up mixed in with it. Yeah. I'm cooking in the air fryer right now.
Came through Ellis Island.
Mine too.
Timothy Overson the third.
As a correction, what's for breakfast? Also, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Andrew Underwood.
On eBay looking at car parts. If your car needs it, eBay's got it.
Oh, your car needs it? eBay got it.
Love the way she loves me. Does she make you feel special every single day?
Drivers, do not pay your auto insurance bill until you hear this. If you are currently insured,
As
drive less than
enjoy your day, Clip. Be
listen
safe.
to
I'll be safe.
You can
I'll
get
be safe.
extremely high discount.
I'll be
Additionally,
safe.
if you have no tickets, I mean, if you have not
I'll
received
be
a ticket
safe.
in 3 years, you could get even more discount. But do you
Discount.
think your auto insurance
Discounted
company will tell
prices.
you that? I don't.
I wish I had
Now
more
listen to
options
this.
than
When
working out than
Miranda, a
doing
good
her.
friend of mine,
I don't
entered
have
her
much
zip code
options. I could do
comparisons.org,
push-ups in
she was
her.
shocked.
I could do
She
dips
found
in
out her
her.
local insurance
I could do
agent
dumbbells in
was
her.
ripping off.
I could
Yes,
do bench
literally
press in her with the
ripping her
dumbbells.
off. She
Lean back in the
actually
chair,
managed
lift the bench,
to
lift
reduce
the
her
dumbbells.
insurance premium by
What else can I do in here? I
50%.
could
Now, this
put
is the rule that
I could put
everyone
canned foods in
needs
that
to know.
briefcase with wheels right there.
Never,
Lift the
ever
briefcase
buy
with wheels with
insurance
canned foods in
without
it.
comparing rates and
As
discounts
you
from
still
an
be
unbiased
drinking
source
them
first.
apples,
Survey
juices.
data indicates it's
Our-
possible to save more
The
than
price went up.
$500
I don't drink
a
them no
year
more.
on car insurance
I don't
rates,
drink them no
if
more.
You know how. So comparisons.
I'm pre-diabetic. I can't drink them no more.
Simple 60-second quiz, and at the end, you'll
I can't drink them no more.
top offers that are catered to your specific driving preferences, zip code, and more. You could save up to 50% on your car insurance. So what are you waiting for? Scan the QR code right now and stop getting ripped off. By the way, you're never locked into
Yeah,
the policy.
I gave all my juicy juices. I have mango and strawberry juicy juices and kiwi
So simply
and
scan
I
this
mean
QR code right
and
enter your zip code and
no, it wasn't mango. It was
in order to
strawberry
review quotes
and watermelon
and
juicy
discounts
juices,
from
and I had kiwi
Start saving
and
big money on your
strawberry
auto
juicy juices.
insurance
I had
by
like
simply
12 of
scanning
them.
this QR
I gave them
code.
all away
Filling
to
out
the same
quiz with
person.
Your information and easily
Yeah.
save money today.
Cause I got sick and tired of the apple juice. I got sick and tired of the apple juice. So I started drinking other juices like grape juice and juicy different flavored juicy juices. Cause the apple juice started tasting nasty. Depend on I mean apple juice tastes good, but if you get certain brands taste nasty. Yeah, certain brands taste like they watered down and got artificial stuff in it. They taste, but some apple juices be good. Like the ones from the place that I got them from, they was good. But if I got the apple juices from Kroger, the apple juices from Kroger was nasty.
And I've been really into it the past
Oh wow, sorry to hear that. It's
You
yeah.
should listen.
The apple juices
So I
from
was at
Kroger
work
was
and
nasty.
It was only other white people there. That was the thing. We were talking about things that we were listening to, and I told them what I was listening to. Crash Course Black American History. Everybody should listen to it. That's the gist of what I said. I just basically said that it was really educational, and people could learn a lot from it, and Americans should listen to it. Immediately, the room got really silent and tense, and I was like, oh. I guess this is a topic we don't talk about. I kind of wonder if it's like.
I hope you get better. I hope I get better too.
Like not talk about it because it'll make them feel too guilty.
But from my neurodivergent perspective, I think that these emotions aren't necessarily a bad thing, and they should come up when we learn about this stuff. And the whole point is to educate ourselves and then process whatever emotions come up however they need to in our own little, bubble. And then when we're ready to, we all get back together, every single one of us, and we collaborate, and we're like, hey, we never want that to happen again, so how do all of us, take steps forward together and create something better for all of us? I feel like that's kind of like a no-duh way of thinking. And so then I bring up, and I feel like I bring it up in a socially appropriate way, where it's just like, yeah, I've been listening to that, but still.
Good morning, honey. Good morning, honey.
Bring the topic up around white people, they get uncomfortable. It almost frustrates me, because I'm like, why is this such a taboo topic? Because even when I bring up topics like feminism or disability rights or something along those lines, it's even a little bit more accepted. I'll still be able to have normal conversation, but the moment that I bring up systemic racism, issues that we have with race, or the history of Black Americans, all of a sudden, the room gets weirdly tense, and it's weird. I think we should start having uncomfortable conversations. This is important for everybody. And I also understand in the example that I brought up, it was at work, but still I've just noticed that as a pattern in general. Anytime I bring it up, most white people get really uncomfortable. I just think we're ready to move past that,
Family, it's funny how nowadays we're seeing more and more white people come up and call out their people and tell them that it's time to stop.
I'm going to call you around 5 or 6 o'clock tonight, but I'm going to stay on TikTok live till then. I'm going to call you about 5, 6 o'clock tonight, but I'm going to stay on live till then. And what I'm saying is, yeah, they ugly inside. And a lot of them look better than me, and still, they so ugly inside that they so focused on me. You know what I'm saying? And then the ones that's ugly inside and ugly on the outside, they really can't stand it. And there's some of them that's pretty on the outside, but they got ugly hearts and ugly souls on the inside, just all up in my business, all up in my face, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but yeah, I'm not gonna do anything to let the negativity get to me, and you know what I'm saying, turn me out my frame and lose my freedom or lose my life, forget them. They gonna sit out there be miserable, and they gonna mess with people to the day of their judgment because they evil people. Some of them might change, but most of them gonna mess with people to the day of their judgment, and God's gonna judge them in heaven for what they do to people like me and other people down here. And half of them don't even believe in God anymore. Half of them don't believe in God no more. But God's going to judge them. God's going to judge. So they think there's no punishment for when they leave this world. They think it's just going to be complete darkness where you're going to be like if somebody knocks you out and you can't, you're sleeping. That's what they think it's going to be like complete darkness, a complete light. Your soul just floating around in light, complete dark, no suffering, no nothing. You're just gone. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna find out the hard way when Jesus comes back, or when they meet their judgment before Jesus comes back, and they're being judged on the day that they pass. They're gonna find out the hard way. You know what I'm saying? And also, but I'll call you later on tonight. You know, I'll call you later on tonight.
Of the white supremacists is an opportunity to uplift the black man. Many of these white supremacist agendas are not meant, even to benefit the white people nowadays. They are meant to suppress the black man, and in the process, the white people are also getting affected.
Good morning, Shirley Brooks. Good morning, Shirley Brooks. Good morning, Shirley Brooks.
For being white,
you still eat them peanut butter, peanut by the portion? I still eat them, yes. I'm not supposed to eat them. I'm not supposed to eat the peanuts. I'm not supposed to eat the peanuts. I'm not supposed to eat the peanuts, but I still eat them. I still eat whole containers, like the whole half containers. I still eat them. I'm not supposed to eat them.
The black man is suppressed. White people thought they weaponized white supremacy.
Good morning, Shirley King.
To justify their own greed, but instead they've destroyed themselves and America.
Regina Antley.
They want to justify their greed. They're slowly destroying themselves. They're slowly destroying America. The America that was meant to be great. The America that had a lot of dream. If you wanted to achieve anything, That was the American dream. Right now, people are suffering in America. We are seeing white people also crying out over the economy because they chose leaders who are white supremacists. They chose leaders who are racist. You know, they just wanted to suppress the black man, but instead they are also starting to be affected. You're seeing them crying. Check out my last video. They are crying of the high cost of living. You know, they voted for that. They did not want the black lady, you know, in office, and now these are the
And I'll make sure I eat some
right
breakfast
now,
for you too.
I'll
make sure I eat some breakfast for you too.
Slashing SNAP, sacrificing the vulnerable for billionaire tax breaks, abandoning humanitarian aid, building the world's largest prison system, all because the white man's pathetic fear of black and brown can be treated equally. All these things that are happening right now in America that you feel are going haywire, that you feel are going wrong, all these stuff are as a result of the fear of equality in America, the fear that the black man can be an equal with the white folk. They're afraid of these people. White folks are afraid because they tend to believe that once the white man, the black man, is in a position of equality, then things will change. But they won't have the privileges white people have in white communities nowadays in America. They'd rather get cuts on Medicaid. You know, they'd rather have leaders who do not look at their interests but suppress black people. You know, right now they are sacrificing. Right now the prices of basic commodities are going high.
Do you ever miss your cat? Oh yeah, I be missing them.
The billionaires get.
I be missing them.
You know, this is as a result.
Yeah, I be missing them.
The black man, of the fear.
I posted old videos of them to Facebook a couple weeks ago. I posted old videos of them. I was watching the videos and missing his personality and missing how he would jump on me with his claws, how he would like attack me with his claws every now and then. I was missing him.
That shows us that our children today are being
and how I trained him to go from a killer cat. I trained him, he was a killer cat. He would always attack me and go after me. But I trained him to have love in him like a dog. When he thought about attacking me, he started licking me because I trained him.
People today. And this brother has really opened my eye with this topic. He's really taken his time to explain to us how they are also being affected, you know, with these funny policies. We are not hurting black and brown communities. We are
I could see it in his eyes when he's thinking about he get that look in his eye like he want to attack me, but he start licking my hands because I trained him. I trained him when he attacked me. I disciplined him, and I turned that cat into a dog. He had love in him like a dog. He wouldn't attack me too much no more because I disciplined him. Morning, yellow dream girl. Morning, yellow dream girl.
That you are a leader.
He would have me cracking up. He was a cool cat. He was a cool cat.
This has always been a role.
Yeah, he was a cool cat. He was very cool.
It's time that it ends. Seeing white people who are this woke, like our brother in the video, I really appreciate people like
Amber Ollie good. Amber Ollie good.
People who
Amber Ollie good.
Things that have been taught to them historically.
You done changed your name to Yellow Dream Girl.
I really respect our brother for pushing this agenda. Family, I request you that you like the video so that it can be recommended to other YouTube users, and I'd be very grateful. And also request that you comment down below. Let me know what you think about the video. Do you think that white supremacists would do anything to suppress the black man in America? Lastly, kindly do consider subscribing to the channel. We are currently on the road to 50,000 subscribers, and guys, we can never achieve this milestone if you all don't take the time to subscribe to the channel and share our videos to your friends and family. Thank you guys, and see you all in our next episode.
Oh, hold up. I'm supposed to be taking my meds.
Man, I received some great news today. I woke up this morning and got on Twitter and I heard
you check your breakfast. I'm about to check it. I'm about to check it.
Got their knocked off. Oh, man.
So you telling me the KKK, the model in their mind? You telling me that KKK ain't a model ATLANTHEA Brown State?
We have 2 Caucasian males who went to the hoods in Atlanta with
fake news. They said that was fake, but them dudes went to Atlanta kicking up dust. They said that was fake news. I ain't watching that. I want to see some real news where they getting karma. I want to see some real news where they getting instant karma.
Sexy baby, you were such a sexy baby, I'm proud of you. Oh my God. Hey, I told you something!
As I remember the news about them tall aliens, yeah, the 7-foot tall aliens that's coming in November. Yeah, I think that's just a distraction. Either it's gonna really happen, or that's just a distraction to take our mind off the Epstein files and everything that man is doing, all the corrupt stuff that man is doing in office. That's a distraction. I think aliens is already here and more are coming. More is coming in November, and it's just a distraction. Is that right? Aliens is already here. And there probably more coming in November, but still it's a distraction to take everybody so everybody can look over here when that man in office is doing all this crazy stuff over here.
From his bladder after drinking 3 liters daily. Jesus Christ! Those aren't stones, those are boulders. Oh my God! And 3 liters of Coca-Cola daily? Do y'all know how much a liter of soda is? You're trying to tell me he was drinking 3 of these big old bitches a day? Oh my God. Your blood has to be the consistency of soup. I don't even think I could get through 1 of these by myself in a day. And you get through 3 a day? A daily? Blood sugar gotta be out of this world. How did you even survive having this inside?
It's like he had a rock collection inside his body. Maybe he should chill out on the sodas. I know she plays Wednesday, but she looked completely different compared to she looked when she first started, like some MK Ultra or something.
Sexy baby! You were such a sexy baby! I'm proud of you, Daddy love you. Sexy baby.
Welcome to another episode of Man with a Wholesome Public Persona is actually a horrifying monster with decades of people screaming behind him.
Allegedly. This is Tom Hanks, beloved actor, and those clips I showed you are from a sketch he did with Jimmy Kimmel about 14 years ago. Now, this was the era of toddlers and tiaras, and it was popular to do sketches like this with the intention of how creepy pageants like these are. So I could dismiss this as a poor taste satire like the early 2000s were riddled with, except the story of Tom Hanks does not quite end with this joke. In 2018, a woman named Sarah Ruth Ashcraft came out with really serious allegations against Tom Hanks, a fact that you will find nowhere on the internet anymore unless you search the archives. In fact, if you try Googling her name, nothing comes up, which feels reminiscent of women like Fiona Barnett, who I've also covered here. Sarah's allegations were not just towards Tom Hanks, it was towards an entire ring that she claimed her own family sold her into, so the claims here feel really outlandish. I don't even know that I would have mentioned it here if what happened next didn't happen. When Sarah came out with her story, it piqued the interest of a woman named Tracy Twyman. She began working with Sarah in order to get her story told in the mainstream. Sarah was not the only person that she was working with at this time. It seemed like Tracy was a part of the mass collaboration to expose the island, but that all came to a stop only a few months later when Tracy would be found unalived in 2019. This unaliving was ruled as self-inflicted, but she made multiple blog posts claiming that she was being threatened just days leading up to her death. Sick. We haven't heard that one before. The late Kyle Marissa Roth had numerous videos covering Tom Hanks if you're interested, and if this story wasn't convincing enough to you, you can go down an entire rabbit hole if you Google this man. His name I won't say here because when you do talk about this guy on the internet, your video goes poof. Isn't that weird? Isn't that funny? But hey, maybe I'm totally wrong. Maybe he's totally innocent and everyone else is crazy. There's an easy way to find out. Do you know how? Release the list, right? Right? Like, release the list. This is for entertainment purposes only. What do you guys think?
Considering everything we know from the last 2 years, that actually could be true. Tom Hanks already gave that weird energy, and the whole Instagram with the missing, like, shoes and stuff like that is so bizarre. Yeah, considering what we know about 2025 and the leaks being really weird, especially with kids, it wouldn't be surprising.
Did you notice the terrifying shadow on the wall when Cynthia Erivo played Jesus? No one realized she received 3 punishments for blaspheming God. Cynthia completely subverted the role of Jesus in the musical Jesus Christ Superstar. First, she changed Jesus' gender. Second, her accessories ruined the crucifixion scene. She wore elaborate long nails and overly ornate earrings. As punishment for her blasphemy, Cynthia's body underwent some unexplainable changes. First, during the crucifixion scene, she grew so weak she couldn't stand, and Adam had to reach out to steady her. This was definitely not pre-planned acting, as the organizers had stationed 2 bodyguards behind her. Their presence completely disrupted the stage's integrity, and they were there solely to ensure Cynthia didn't have an accident. Second, her shadow took on an eerie transformation. Look at that outline. It seemed to foreshadow that mocking God is an act of the devil. Third, her hands showed abnormalities. People had previously thought Cynthia's large-looking hands were just an illusion caused by her long nails. But this time, if you look closely at her hands, you'll see her fingers are eerily elongating. They should put an end to this farce.
Let me tell you a story. I had a dream about her a few days ago after the last video I had of her showing that. And in that dream, it was so creepy. Like, she, like, was outside of whatever house I lived in the dream. And it kind of, like, and she kind of, like, enticed me to come towards her. So I'm, like, walking towards her, then I finally see her face. She says something, and my brain wakes me up immediately. So I guess it was about to be a nightmare or something.
A lot of people have this picture still in their house to this day. Well, what do you know? The Last Supper. Wow. This is what I like to call hidden in plain sight. If you come across this, that means your spiritual alarm clock has woke you up. It's your time. If you come across any of my videos, you will be enlightened. Now look at this. Wow. Hidden in plain sight. Once you see it, you can't unsee it.
I do believe some things are hidden in plain sight, but these, I think some of these could be illusions. Creeped out by symbolism in concerts, and that literally looked like that could be a giant ritual or something. Like that, her with the whatever covering her face with the weird symbolism, it's really strange and bizarre. And we've seen on this channel how deep that rabbit hole goes.
So y'all, on the Spanish network, they are playing this video that is actually going viral, and what to do in case you start hearing the trumpets. You know, like the end time trumpets, y'all. And I got the video and I translated to English, but listen to what they have to say, y'all. Check this out.
If you hear the trumpets, don't go out. Lock doors and windows securely. Don't look up. Don't try to record the sound or share it on social media. The signal has already been detected by international systems. And it doesn't come from any human or meteorological source. The sound has been recorded at multiple frequencies simultaneously, and its unique pattern fails to match any known type of musical instrument. If you're among the first to hear it, make sure to stay away from other people as soon as possible. Please do not engage in conversation with anyone who claims to have fully understood the message. If nonsensical phrases begin to repeat softly or in sync throughout the tranquil nighttime hours, please ensure that you leave immediately. Don't follow those who move toward the sound's origin. They no longer respond. If your house starts to tremble slightly or if the lights suddenly begin to dim, please locate a place without windows and maintain complete silence during your stay there. Don't respond to any external calls, even if you recognize the voice, especially if it comes from above.
Oh, you know, it sounds like bird must be telling us, like, whenever they open up their eyes, the sky is starting to go crazy. Y'all see the eyes, right? It's in the eyes. So yeah, man, that video is going viral on the Spanish network, so I thought I'd share it with you, man. But what do you guys think, man? Yeah, we must be close to something because there's a lot of energies within the air. But yeah, y'all, let me know down in the comments below, y'all. Like, follow, share for more videos like this. Let's continue to get this shift. Peace in.
To me, that's giving me analog horror from YouTube. There's a lot of videos that's like that. That's exactly what that seems like. They look exactly like that. So I don't know if that's some type of prank somebody is playing on TikTok, but that's something you shouldn't be playing around with. But if that did get broadcast in Mexico, that is terrifying if I saw that like late at night or something.
When you see this update on your screen, do not agree to it. Instagram might have just lost their mind. They really think we want people to know our exact location. Hell no, Sway. So I did an update on IG and I logged in, and this is what I seen. I was just watching Money Bates video and he was talking about it. So I went and I updated my shit, logged on to Instagram, and this shit popped up. Keep up with your friends and see what's happening nearby. No one can see your location unless you share it. Don't share it. Join your friends on a map. Catch up with friends and see what's around. Discover places and posts. See what's tagged nearby. No one can see your location until you share with them. Share locations appear in places like the map, feed, and chats. Share with people you trust. Share with people you trust. I don't trust too many. You see me, I already got my shit off. You are not sharing your location, and I won't be planning to. But I already see it. Some people that I'm following sharing their location. Shit crazy, boo. And like Money Bates said, you can zoom all the way in. You can get their exact location where they're at. That's a breach of privacy. If you want to give up your privacy, go ahead. Like, why would I want to share my location on IG? If I wanted to share my location, I'm going to do it through my phone. If I trust you enough, like, hey, you have my location, brother or shorty,
But nah, I mean, it's up to y'all at the end of the day. If you want to give your location up, go ahead. But you know, with some crazy people out here, you might have the wrong person come pull up on you and...
That's the sad reality we live in. That is extremely creepy. No way I would give up my location on Instagram or any social media. Like, that's wild to me. In a perfect world, it'd be pretty fun, you know, knowing people at, and you can meet new people or hang out with them, but we don't live in a perfect world now, do we?
This artwork that was found in Jeffrey Epstein's house is incredibly disturbing. So this was actually in Epstein's mansion in New York City, and as you can see, this is a sculpture of a bronze bride hanging by a rope. All this is coming from the New York Times, and immediately when I viewed this sculpture, I was just overcome with a sense of dread. Clearly you can see that she does not look happy, and she almost looks like she's trying to escape something. Also inside of the mansion, Epstein had photos of he and Ghislaine with Pope John Paul II, Mick Jagger, Elon Musk, Fidel Castro, Richard Branson from Virgin Airlines, President Bill Clinton, which, let me just tell you, this picture is so eerie. And even a signed dollar bill gifted to Epstein by Bill Gates. Now, there were also photos of Epstein with Saudi officials like Mohammed bin Salman. And in the office,
Is the real Cherokee? What you doing? Cooking breakfast. Cooking breakfast.
Sexual obsession with a 12-year-old girl.
Cooking breakfast in the air fryer right there.
Stuffed tiger. And in the upstairs bedrooms and bathrooms and areas like that, as you can see here, there were security surveillance cameras in the bedroom and in another room, which obviously provides evidence for the blackmail thing. I mean, you can clearly see these cameras mounted in rooms that in a normal house would not be there.
What a weirdo, right? I hope we never stop talking about Dulles. But you know what's going to happen is none of them going to get in trouble, and it's going to be him on the internet just forget stuff, and next thing you know, it's going to be something else big.
Got them color greens.
That really want these people to be held accountable. Will keep talking, but eventually they will get echo chambered out by other situations going on.
Don't forget to take your meds, okay? I won't forget to take my diabetes meds.
Pennywise, are you down there? Are you... The fuck is that?
I know I'm home alone tonight, and I just heard a noise. So if there's a home intruder listening right now, I'm naked and I have
you eating turkey meat for dinner tonight? Yep.
lemonade. So when I'm done
Eating it for
sipping
dinner
on my
too.
lemonade,
Look
if
what I
I
got.
hear another noise, I'm gonna sweep this house naked with my tomahawk. Now here's the thing: if when I do so naked with my tomahawk, I find someone that shouldn't be here, I'm gonna make the beaches of Normandy.
Yes, we want to keep old clip. Okay, so take your meds. Okay, cool. I'm gonna take my meds.
Oh my god, what the fuck is that? There's nobody in this fucking store, dude. It's freaking me out, bro. It's freaking me out, bro. Come on, where you at? Like, come on. Bro, go sit here and show yourself in front of me.
Another day, another fishing in somebody's wall. Let's get rid of
What's that fruit? Yes, a fruit. What's some fruits called? The Popeyes?
Nope.
Popeye fruit?
Nope, back to the wall.
The Popeye fruit?
Look at Gina Ortega right here. Delightful, beautiful face, gorgeous, bright. Everything is popping. Amazing, beautiful, happy, and excited. Now, what happened here? What is this? See, most people ain't gonna see it. Something is missing here. Something is missing. You don't see it. But I see it. There's something missing within his face. Face structure.
Popeye fruit, yeah. The Popeyes?
But there's something missing. It's something that she has here. I'll let y'all figure it out. That she doesn't have here. Something is missing. that she doesn't have, and it's gone. What was Gina Ortega doing? And look at Emma Meyer's face. What was Gina doing? And look at Emma Meyer's face. What's going on? Something just ain't right.
It looks like the light in her eyes are gone. And she has those Olympic face. She kind of like an alien now. Definitely something weird going on with her. Some people say that she might have got cloned. I don't know about all that, but yeah, it looked like she's seen something.
Have you seen the video of the alien walking the streets of Atlanta? Don't know what I'm talking about? Take a look at this.
Yeah, I guess, right? Yeah, but I'm trying to get 2 children out. Okay, dog. I took out the 4 whole soul sisters right here in time, right? You know I need children out big time, bro. What's that, son? Yeah, well, RP, you know what's going for you, RP, that what?
People in Atlanta are starting to believe that we have a real alien living amongst us and walking amongst us.
Yeah, well, RP, you know what's going for you, RP, that what? The folk, hey, well, I'm still sitting behind this shit. I know, bro.
So if you're from the Atlanta area, let me know if you've run into the alien from Atlanta, and what are your thoughts? Real, or is that some type of costume? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Look like
and
a
as always,
costume.
I'd love to hear from you.
Look like a costume.
Oh, that's a skit. Like, it would be pretty crazy if an alien came from wherever it came from and came to the planet Earth and was walking around, just decided to embrace different cultures. That would be pretty hilarious to me.
Michael Jackson's son had a party. Now people are saying Michael Jackson was actually there in disguise, bro. No, look at this.
Does that look like it's a juicy?
He was known
Look like it's juicy?
to the sun because of his skin.
Yeah, I don't know. I ain't never had it before.
Like long sleeves or something.
But my sister always look for him. She always looks for the Popeye fruit when she go hiking.
Covering his skin. Now his son and I think his manager, they had a big like.
My sister always look for the Popeye fruit when she go hiking.
On the boat, that looks very suspicious. Oh, because it's the only person that's wearing full covered, and look at his face and look at the choice of attire. Bro, so people are saying this is Michael Jackson after another plastic surgery to change his identity. Oh, no. And he's hiding, and he's still chilling with his son in public.
That's not just like the boat owner?
Nah, fam. That's what the theory is, at least. That's what the theory is.
Yeah, I'm sure some people wish that he still was alive. I'm one of them. But yeah, that would be pretty crazy if he was disguised at a party like that with his son.
Ready, everyone? Here we go.
Petley drops the missile-shaped device overboard and lets it fall to the bottom.
So it's going to be going down this fast for a while.
Here, the
It's
lake
not
is
that
more
juicy.
than a quarter of a mile deep.
It's not that
The
juicy.
camera records the whole way down. The image getting
And
darker
it got all
blue
these
as the
seas,
sunlight
all these seas up in
disappears.
it.
It is so deep, it takes more than 4 minutes to travel to the bottom. What we see when the camera gets to the end of the line may not look all that impressive, the muddy bed of Lake Tahoe, but it's still an achievement. This is one of the deepest points of the lake ever seen by humans. Other submersibles and scuba divers have brought back underwater video and pictures from shallower points. Before the second drop that day, Petley's crew added a glow stick and a can of sardines, hoping it might attract whatever lurks in Tahoe's deep waters. He drops in and the reel spins for several more minutes as it plunges to the bottom. Again, more mud. But here we notice something swim by the lens. Petley's camera caught this.
We don't know exactly what it is. I definitely think there's species or life at the Lama Tahoe that we don't know about.
So the Pentagon actually confirmed for once the video of the pyramid-shaped UFOs caught off the Navy vessel. So you're gonna see, I'm gonna show you the video on here, but it's in the night vision, and they released it, and it was all over, and I was kind of like, okay, we have a lot of videos, we do, because there was footage from a year ago.
But what I was
and
saying about
2
the
years
aliens
ago
already
also
being here, I
from
think
the
they
Navy
look
vessel,
like
and that
us.
just kind of got buried.
The aliens they're here, I think they been here.
Been going
They
on and
been
on and
here
on. There's
and
no
they look
evidence
like us.
whatsoever of any of this stuff. We see nothing.
So
There's
that's
nothing
that's
going
why
on
we
there.
ain't seen them,
So
because
I
they
don't
look
show
just
very
like
many
us.
videos, UAP videos.
They look just like
all over the place.
people. They look just like
There have been
people.
some really good ones coming up lately, so I am gonna put those up because they're pretty intriguing.
Y'all thought I was
But
talking
this
about
one
like
I
crazy
found,
looking aliens,
and
like they
I
in
just
hide.
feel like,
No, they look like
this is a
us.
step in the right direction. The fact that they actually
They're not in hiding.
confirm
They look
that
like
this
us.
is a real video that they captured.
And they'll
Plus,
probably come out November too. And it's probably just a distraction to take our mind off everything that's going on.
That's terrifying. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of this video game called Destiny 2. I don't know if you ever played it before, but it's literally points on like the different planets that have black pyramids. And when you go on them, the character hear like voices and stuff in their head, and it's not good. It would be really weird if we could see different spectrums of the light spectrum, and then come to find out, you look and you see the upside pyramid like just in the sky, but we don't see it with our normal human eyes. That would be terrifying.
So you guys are aware that it is outwardly admitted that McDonald's meat contains human DNA, right? So what if they were doing the same thing to the dogs? Do you guys remember this commercial over here? Check this out.
There you go. No, it's bacon strips, brand dog snack from Purina. Bacon strips. Dogs don't know it's not bacon.
Did y'all hear her? She said, no, it's not bacon, it's bacon. Dogs don't know it's not bacon.
Not that they don't eat bacon. And definitely, if I did, I wouldn't be eating the pre-cooked stuff. But I don't know, I feel like he's kind of reaching. And I don't know if that video, sadly in this world, there's a lot of AI on TikTok. So I would love to find the link. And after this channel, I might actually try to go find it to see if I can find a link, to see if I can find a link to that documentary, because I'm curious. Because I got a feeling that ain't from no documentary, that's from AI, but I could be wrong. Do you think bacon comes from dog meat? Let me know in the comments below.
As I saw dolphins in the back of me, so I'm trying to look through my photos right, and I see that I know that's a dolphin because I saw them behind me. There's me. And then I look over to the side because I'm trying to see the dolphin, and I'm like, what in the hell is that? Like, seriously, what in the hell? The hell is in the water next to me as I know there's a dolphin right there. Dolphin? Mermaid? What the?
I'm looking for part 2. She basically explained it wasn't no other surfers or people behind her. It was just the dolphins because she swam out enough to get a photo with them. So she knows for a fact that was something else and not a human or a dolphin. What do you think?
I think maybe the Marine Kingdom was keeping an eye on her, like she was pretty deep out there. In all seriousness, though, I think that, yeah, it could be something weird going on. They like kind of like a person face, don't it? What do you think?
Well, it seems like mermaids, sirens, and underwater civilizations are continuing to be a very hot topic, especially since the underwater earthquake happened. Now, the video that I want to show you today is coming out of Chile. Now, I'm going to let you know what this looks like. It does look like a group of mermaids or sirens or some kind of underwater alien advanced civilization. Now, the video is captured in Chile. I didn't film the video, but I'm going to show you because I want you guys to see. Now, a lot of the original comments on the original video, people say it's a school of whales, or it could be orca, which are whales, and a bunch of different other sea creatures. But once you see this video, back in the line, it does look like humanoid creatures coming up and down out of the water. But take a look at this video and let me know what you think. Now, a lot of people are theorizing that the underwater earthquake that went off last week is the reason all of these creatures and mermaids and sirens and aliens are coming to the surface. But what do you think? Do you think they're any of those? Do you think they're mermaids? Do you think they're whales? Let's have this conversation today.
Would love to know the history of the first person that saw a mermaid, because you just don't just make stuff up. You know what I mean? Like everything that has a type of mythology or legend to it comes with some type of truth. So somewhere, somebody on a boat saw what they thought was a human, or they was 100% convinced that they saw a mermaid in the water, or a siren or something. I do think there's a possibility that exists. I mean, the ocean is so huge. There's still things that we don't know about. And let's be real for a second. If you was from Marine Kingdom, or you was a mermaid or something, and your life was just pretty much perfect, would you even come up here and communicate with us? I mean, most humans, or what they're going to know about humans, is that we are causing most of the pain on our planet with nukes and things like that. So I wouldn't want to talk to humans, or, land dwellers, whatever you want to call them at all, personally, if I was, a mermaid or something.
In the middle of a concert, and they didn't even know it. Nobody understood why there was an upside-down cross placed in the center of the stage. The rapper was even using voices that sounded strangely demonic. That day, several women actually left the concert because they felt like something wasn't right.
I don't know if y'all hear that. That mess behind me that I'm leaving. Something is not right with that. Jesus, in Jesus' name. I'm walking up and down through this whole live concert, praying, clutching my pearls, because that sounds like some mess.
Something is clearly off in America right now. Has the music industry in the U.S. gone completely insane, or worse, gone dark? At the Weeknd concert, the forbidden word even appeared quietly on a giant screen. According to some videos, fans looked like they were possessed afterward. During another show by one of today's newer artists, there was clear evidence that fans were no longer acting normally, but were they really possessed by the music, or was something else behind it? Several people claimed that frightening, unfamiliar voices were coming out of the artist's mouth. That's not normal to do in the middle of a live show. This kind of thing has been happening more and more in recent years, and it's getting serious. Be careful if you're planning to go to one of these concerts anytime soon.
No, it's just art, right? And come on, man. Like, it doesn't get more obvious than that. Did you just see that? That clearly has some hidden meaning with it. I mean, you gather thousands of people, collect their energy for a ritual, because that's what I like to mean.
It's almost impossible for this man to die. Cool, so right here we have Ismail Azizi from Tanzania, and he has been medically declared dead 6 times. And let's just quickly run through them all. So the first time he was declared dead by doctors when he was involved in a work accident. He was taken to hospital in a really bad state and he was declared dead. But then somehow after, to some miracle, he regained consciousness in the morgue. Next he got malaria and he made it to his own coffin at this point, and he woke up at his own funeral. Round number 3, he got into a car crash, ended up colliding with a fuel tanker and got put into a coma. But guess what happened? He only went and woke up after being declared medically dead. And round number 4 is a bit different because he ended up getting bitten by a venomous snake, and I think you know the rest of the story. But he spent 3 days in the morgue until his family had to go and collect him just to get ready for his funeral. And to everyone's surprise, he ended up waking up at the morgue. Round number 5, he ended up falling into a toilet pit, and I think you know the rest of the story. But round number 6 is a bit crazy. By this time, everyone in his community thought that he was some sort of witch. Rightly so, I probably would have thought he was a witch during the first time. Oh, what did they do? They all came together and they burned down his house with him inside. Obviously, there's no surviving that, right? You're right, he ended up dying. Until he somehow came back to life again. Now Ismail has to live isolated by himself away from everyone else because nobody wants to live near him. To add the cherry on top of the cake, he also can't get a job because people are too scared to hire him. Ismail, if you're watching this, shout me. Let's talk.
What is he, a Highlander or something? Because that's the vibes I get. You go through all these crazy scenarios you get, and somehow you still just come back to life. Like he got like a respawn in a video game or something. That is very bizarre.
What the hell is going on?
What's up, Yolanda Kirk, though? What's up, Kirk, though? Come in the box.
November have a strong resemblance
to us. The aggressive aliens that's on their way to Earth, that's supposed to get here in November, resemble African American people. And they're saying they're around 7 feet. If that's the case, we already know why they're aggressive. We already know what they're coming.
What's up, Kirk, dog?
What's up?
Eat my breakfast. I forgot to, after it got done cooking, I forgot to show them what I was eating.
Oh, what you eating?
Well, I'm eating a ground turkey with cucumber chopped up in it, and I had some collard greens mixed in with it. You guys send the invite. You guys send it again, Andrew Underwood. It left before I could get you in here. You guys send the invite again so I can get you in here. Because I tried to get to it, but it left before I could get you in here. Send it, Andrew. Okay, there you go. It was a mistake. Oh, okay. You weren't trying to come in. Okay, my bad. Yeah, I forgot to show them the finished product. I went to eating the stuff and then show them the finished product.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
I'm just putting my clothes in the dryer. I'm getting ready for work.
You getting ready for work? Okay. Getting ready for work. I know that's right. I'm done with going out. I mean, I still got to go out to get stuff, you know, if it's important. But yeah, I'm just gonna hide out in my room.
That's what I'm gonna do when I get off work today, boy.
I see nobody out here in this society likes me. But those people that like me, but the majority of them don't like me. Because I stay to myself and I just walk around my business, so they feel like I'm the weakest link that they can get their rocks off on and make themselves look good by disrespecting me.
Oh, that's crazy.
And it's not just black people, it's white people, Mexican people, all nationalities of people. It's the middle class, the upper class, and the lower class that's sitting there disrespecting.
It's all of them.
When I said all of them, I said because it's not just black people.
Oh.
And it's not just ghetto looking people, it's civilized looking people too. That's why I say it's all the classes. And who knows? Maybe the people that look civilized, maybe they're live in the hood and I just think they're from the suburbs, the Caucasian people, the Japanese people, the Indian people. Maybe they live in the hood too. And they just look like they're from the upper class, but they're not.
Yeah, right. I had to turn that fan off in my room. It's too loud.
Yeah. Right. I was watching this video where this dude kept getting unalived. They kept coming back.
Who?
This dude kept getting unalived and he kept coming back.
For real?
Yeah. Eventually, they thought he was a witch, so they went and they burned his house down, and he came back after that too.
Dang. Who was that?
That was what. Let me rewind this. What they're talking about. I'm like, that sound like came from the Bible. Yeah. Let me rewind it. And then I'm gonna prop y'all up so y'all can see it. Let me prop y'all up so y'all can see it too. I would love to have immortality. What the food turned out. I forgot to show y'all, Andrew Underwood. I forgot to show y'all how the food turned out. I was too busy eating it. I didn't show y'all how it turned out. And now most of it's gone, so ain't no sense in showing y'all. But it turned out good. Good morning, Tabs. Good morning, Tabs Rabs. I would love to have. I would love to have immortality and keep coming back after I die.
He come back and go, now, bitch, why you kill me?
Oh yeah. Is that Hello, it's okay. Get your grub on. Take your. I already took my meds. I'm trying to turn this camera around.
Nobody understood why there was an upside-down cross placed in the center of the stage. The rapper was even using voices that sounded strangely demonic.
Wait, it's about to get to the story.
That day, several women actually left the concert because they felt like something wasn't right.
Y'all hear that? That mess behind me that I'm leaving? Something is not right with that. Jesus, in Jesus' name. I'm walking up and down to the floor of that concert, praying, clutching my pearls because that sounds like some mess.
Something is clearly off in America right now. Has the music industry in the U.S. gone completely insane, or worse, gone dark? At the Weekend concert, the forbidden word even appeared quietly on a giant screen. According to some videos, fans looked like they were possessed afterward. During another show by one of today's newer artists, there was clear evidence that fans were no longer acting normally, but were they really possessed by the music, or was something else behind it? Several people claimed that frightening, unfamiliar voices were coming out of the artist's mouth. That's not normal to do in the middle of a live show. This kind of thing has been happening more and more in recent years, and it's getting serious. Be careful if you're planning to go to one of these concerts anytime soon.
Brett?
It's the story's coming. You still there, Kirk, though?
Yeah, I'm here.
The story's coming. Hold on.
Aside, Booking.com, the family must depart. Stairs to drive for, indeed.
Find exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com? Booking.com?
Yeah.
When your business is growing out of control, it can be disorienting. But with SAP, AI agents use all the right data to help you get out of the woods before you even know you're in them.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America.
Heartbeat of America.
It's in the pulse of those who never...
Heartbeat of America.
Oh, it's just hard, right? And come on, man. Like, it doesn't get more obvious than that. Did you just see that? That clearly has some hidden meaning with it. I mean, you gather thousands of people collect their energy for a ritual, but that's what I like to me.
It's almost impossible for this man to die. Cool, so right here we have Ismail Azizi from Tanzania, and he has been medically declared dead 6 times. And let's just quickly run through them all. So the first time he was declared dead by doctors when he was involved in a work accident.
There it
he was in
is.
the hospital in a really bad state and he was declared dead. Then somehow after some miracle, he regained consciousness in the morgue. Next he got malaria and he made it to his own coffin.
No, I said, okay.
He woke up at his own funeral.
Okay.
Round number 3, he got into a car crash, ended up colliding with a fuel tanker and got put into a coma. But guess what happened? He only went and woke up after being declared medically dead. And round number 4 is a bit different because he ended up getting bitten by a venomous snake, and I think you know the rest of the story. But he spent 3 days in the morgue until his family had to go and collect him just to get him ready for his funeral. To everyone's surprise, he ended up waking up at the morgue. Round number 5, he ended up falling into a toilet pit, and I think you know the rest of the story. But round number 6 is a bit crazy. By this time, everyone in his community thought that he was some sort of witch. Rightly so. I probably would have thought he was a witch during the first time. Oh, what did they do? They all got together and they burned down his house with him inside. Obviously, there's no surviving that, right? You're right, he ended up dying. Until he somehow came back to life again. Now Ismail has to live isolated by himself away from everyone else because nobody wants to live near him. To add the cherry on top of the cake, he also can't get a job because people are too scared to hire him. Ismail, if you're watching this, shout me. Let's talk.
What is he, a Highlander or something? Because that's the vibes I get. You go through all these crazy...
He said, what is he, a Highlander or something? Because that's the vibes I get. Man, that man is Cain from the Bible. Will God curse Cain with immortality?
Uh-huh.
That's Cain from the Bible. I don't know what he is. I thought I was special until I see this stuff on the internet. Okay? I thought God showed me favoritism and was blessing me. He is blessing me. He do bless me. Hey, Shannon, but man, he do bless me. But when I see this stuff, I'm like, whoa. You know?
What are you doing?
This video to document my life on house arrest. It's okay. Get your okay, cool. Just was checking. You're a cool person. Hope health gets better in time. Me too.
What are you doing?
Watching YouTube videos, and I've been on her since this morning. I've been on her since this morning at like 6 something, and I'm just like videotaping my day-to-day life in my apartment.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, I done cooked the ground turkey with cucumbers, more than half of the cucumber chopped up in it, and I had collard greens. The lady called them collard greens. I don't know if she was trying to say collard greens or collard greens.
Why don't you make Hamburger Helper again?
I'm not making that stuff anytime soon. I'm eating healthy.
Okay.
I've been sick every day since I've been eating them 2 muffins a day. Not every day, but last night.
I'm getting up here. I'll talk to you in private because I'm not fighting with you up here.
I'm not fighting.
We will be fighting if we start talking. We talk alone and are bickering alone. You have not been sick. I told you to stop eating that shit.
And my turkey one already done, so I'm getting chest pains.
Well,
and I'm
that's
getting
what
pains
you
in my
get
neck.
because you're always rushing.
Man, I cooked that stuff. It looked done, but it wasn't done.
You need to break it open and make them.
I did.
That's crazy.
I broke it open, mixed it in with the cucumber.
That's crazy.
Yeah. What I should have did was take the top off at the last 10, 20 minutes, and it would have cooked. But I had aluminum foil over, so the vegetables wouldn't burn. I had aluminum foil over it. Yeah. That's why I want to cook it fast. And now I feel like I gotta take a crap, but it won't come out.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So the raw turkey got me for, and I'm gonna work out on her too. I'm gonna get my workout on. Yeah.
What are you going today? Have you talked to your sister?
I ain't talked to my sister. I ain't spoke to her.
You need to get out on Saturday.
I can't hear you.
You need to get out if you can on Saturdays.
If my family don't want to come pick me up and drop me off.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Okay. You're in a negative mood. I can already feel your vibe. Your vibe is blowing me, bro.
I already made a vow that if I chill with somebody, they're gonna come pick me up and drop me off. I'm tired of leaving the crib dealing with this. I already gotta leave to go to the grocery store, go to the food pantry, go get my medicine on Monday, go to doctor's appointments. I'm not leaving if I don't have to. I'm not going out my way to have these people stress me out. To have these people keep disrespecting me.
Well, I know, but it's not your family's fault you don't have a car. So, and you always have fun when you hang out with your family. So I'm just giving you.
But they always want me to catch the bus over there. They drop me off. I'm like, no, I'm not doing all that.
I mean, I get you. I mean, that's your right not to want to catch the bus, but you have a good time when you go to your sister's or
I do
stuff.
I'm just not trying to deal with
save a couple bucks to get an Uber?
The what? Do I have enough money to get
couple
Uber? No.
bucks?
I don't have enough money to get Uber. And I'm not spending money on the Uber so I can go broke trying to chill with family.
Feisty today.
Huh?
You're just giving off a feisty vibe.
My bad.
She just offered us another way of getting.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure there was to ask them to.
I can't hear you. You're too low.
I said, I'm sure they would pick you up if you asked them to, if they weren't doing something already.
Sometimes they pick me up and drop me off, and other times they want me to catch the bus. And then my brother wants me to catch the bus out there and catch the bus back. So I'm like, you know what?
Well,
Forget
yeah,
that.
but he don't have a he. He works out somebody else's schedule, so you can't use that against him.
Nah, I can't. But also, them people that he live with, they eat the food too that I give them. So why can't one of them give me a ride back?
Remember, I told you can't expect everybody to give you what you give out.
I know. Yeah.
I mean, you would think a person a kind person, or even just a appreciative person would do that, but
Yeah.
you can't expect people to do stuff that you would do. It's just never going to work. It never works like that.
Right. They tell me they appreciate it, but I gotta ride the bus there, ride the bus back. But I've only been over there once. But,
right.
Yeah. But when I talked to him the last time, I had to catch the bus there, catch the bus back. And then he rescheduled the appointment, so we got rescheduled for another day because he's going to be busy. So, yeah.
Right.
But, yeah, I was basically talking about how I had to catch the bus there, I had to catch the bus back. I'm like...
Well, I mean, if he's making a time for you to come and telling you to catch the bus, it's because he doesn't have a vehicle, Cliff.
Well, I know he does it, but his roommates do.
They work.
One of the roommates gets disability, and the other one works. But the one that gets disability sleeps all day. So, yeah, that's why they can't give me a ride back. Stays up all night and sleeps all day.
Sadly, you can't expect somebody's going to do a kind thing for you because it doesn't work that way.
I know.
It should, but it doesn't.
So I'm just going to stay in the house. But, I mean, why am I going to put myself on house arrest? Because I know they ain't going to get to me. I know
you need to go out on the weekend, because when you're home on the weekend, you start... We'll talk about that when we're not on the phone. I mean, when we're not up here.
And then it's like, I've been doing a good job ignoring them. I've been doing a good job just sharp as a razor blade, you know? Like Tupac said, his game was sharp as a razor. I've been doing a good job just walking right past them, like just sharp as a razor. They try to instigate me, and I'm just right past them.
I've been
Don't even look at them. Don't even look at them.
I've been telling you that for years. Ignore them, walk past them. Don't even give them any of your energy. Don't waste your time. Don't waste anything.
So what I'm going to do
is... Even if they say something to you, you should be able to walk past them, because I got to catch the Chicago bus every day. There's weirdos on that bus all day long.
Yeah.
I just don't make eye contact.
Right? That's what I tell them. Don't pay attention to them. Everybody's looking at nowadays everybody looks at everybody because the world is a crazy place. But there's also weird people that just look at you to be looking at you. You ignore them.
They might think you're handsome.
That ain't it.
Look at him. Look, negative. You don't know that.
Yeah, you know.
If they're looking at me until the whole time I'm in the area until I leave the area, it's not because they think I'm handsome. Because that's just disrespectful.
No, they could be going, damn, that man's fun.
To just stare somebody down and not say nothing and just with hate in your eyes?
Maybe they got something wrong with them.
Then everybody, no, not everybody, but the majority of them got something wrong with them.
They could be
there you go.
Maybe they can't speak. Maybe they want to speak, but they can't. That's why they're staring at you. You should just speak to them. Hey, how you doing?
Exactly.
I'm not doing all that stuff. Because then something foul is going to come out that mouth and it's going to ruin my day.
If you say, hey, how you doing, really nothing foul could come out because it looked like it's on them. Because you just said, hey, how you doing?
Listen, I said that to this black dude. Hey, how you doing? He looked at me like he wanted to murder me.
Okay.
So then you should have just kept walking.
Yes.
I did keep walking. I'm not speaking to him.
Wait, you need to calm down, Cliff. Why are you so
Because your advice is not good advice. They're already staring at me crazy. And if I speak to them, they're going to say something slick, or they're going to either just look at me even crazier.
Yolanda,
you got a crystal ball?
You have a good weekend, Yolanda. I'm getting off. Cliff, I'll talk to you later, okay?
See you, Shannon.
Whatever.
Bye.
Whatever.
Yeah. People are crazy, Cliff. You just gotta ignore them.
Yeah. I do it. I do ignore.
That's just like going through being on a motorcycle with no helmet. You just hitting all the flies. It's hitting you in the face. But if you put that helmet on, you can die. You know, they ain't gonna hit your face. You can, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta just put your helmet on, act like you have on a helmet. You don't see nothing. But what you do, look at your phone or look at whatever, but just don't make eye contact with anybody. And who gives a fuck how they think or what they say? Because it ain't got nothing to do with you. Just keep on going. Just like, remember, if you speak to somebody and they act like they don't know you, that's kind of embarrassing, right? If people talk to you and you act like you don't know what they talking about, then that's gonna embarrass them, not you. You just act like I don't know who you talking to.
Yeah. Well, I went off on a dude a couple days ago, 3 or 4 days ago, because he said early in the morning. I was in the TV room. He said 2 slick things to me. I'm like, and I couldn't catch on to what he said. I was like, did he just say something slick to me? And then the third time was later on in the day. He was looking at me, and then the other 2 times he said something slick, I didn't look at him. So why would you say something slick when I'm ignoring you? I'm not looking at you. But then the third time he said, yeah, I'm looking at you. I saw you did say something slick.
I would have been like, and?
And I went off on him.
You shouldn't have went off, Cliff.
I called him all kinds of names and walked off. Called him all kinds of atrocities and walked off. Huh?
Did you feel better after you did that?
I did feel better. And when I used to put hands on people when I was capable, I felt better afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm not capable of putting hands on people.
I just know that karma is real, and whatever these people are doing, they're going to get it back, so I don't have to do nothing. I don't even care.
Yeah.
But what you got planned for the rest of the weekend?
What I got planned for the weekend, go to the gym. Go to the gym later on today. Get my workout in. Get a walk in tomorrow. My walking days tomorrow. I wanted to put myself on house arrest, but I'm doing a good job ignoring people. So, yeah.
I wish. They got me working 57 hours a week.
Yeah.
So I can't put myself on house arrest. I gotta be out there.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying, what's the sense of putting myself on house arrest if I gotta go pick up my medicine? I gotta go to a food pantry where I need food. I gotta go grocery store when I need food. You know?
Because when you're on house arrest, they allow you to do that stuff.
I gotta go to doctor's appointments.
That's what they allow you to do on house arrest anyway. They allow you to go to church. They allow you to go to the store. They allow you to go to the doctor.
If I gotta see these people when I do that stuff, I might as well just go have fun and ignore them and deal with the stress inside that they get put on me, and go have fun, get my free stuff at the soup kitchens and the food pantry, all the other food pantries.
Right? Don't you have some headphones?
Huh?
Don't you have some headphones?
For what? Yeah, I be listening to my music, and since I've been listening to my music, I be seeing people try to talk to me, to try to get my attention, and I just ignore them. And I don't know what they're saying when I got my head there, snapping their face. Hey, you know
what? I act like I'm deaf sometimes.
Yeah, and then there was this one dude
trying to act like I'm deaf.
There was this one dude coming by on a bike when I was listening to my music, looking all at me, saying something to me. I can't hear what he was saying, so I just kept on walking. You know?
Yeah, you can't answer everything.
Huh?
You can't react to everybody and everything.
I choose my battles. I'm like, okay, if they gonna take their frustrations out on me, I'm gonna find somebody to take it out on, because for the longest time, they took their frustrations out on me, but I didn't take it out on nobody. I'm tired. And then the same people, huh?
But guess what? If you take your frustrations out on someone else, then that sets you up for a whole nother set of karma right there. So if you just let it go, then they get their karma by themselves.
No, because when I was taking when they take their frustrations out on me, everybody sees them taking their frustration on me, and that makes these Walmart workers, healthcare workers, bus drivers, all these working class civilians, then they think they thugs and think they can run over me the same way these thugs is running over me.
You said you was did you say you was schizophrenic?
Yes.
Oh, that's why.
No, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing things. I'm not hearing things, and I'm not hallucinating.
I know, but the mentality is that way too. You thinking about revenge. You thinking about you thinking about everybody looking at you and all that stuff. That's what that is.
But these working class people think they do run me over. And every now and then I stand up for myself. I say no, like the dude who was talking slick to me. I gave him a piece of my mind, talk slick back to him. You know what I'm saying? And if he would try to do something, I would have got him kicked out. You know? I don't just take my frustration out on people for no reason. That dude was saying slick stuff to me. That was the third time. So I retaliated with my words. I'm saying when I choose somebody to take my frustration out on, it's going to be somebody that I underestimate that I think is weak. And they might not be weak. And that dude looked real weak. He looked real weak, so why are you talking slick to me? You know, I got everyday working class citizens trying to run me over and step on me and talk slick to me. You know what I'm saying? And look at me crazy. Just along with the thugs and the drug addicts too. You know what I'm saying? And they see them running me over, so they actually think, oh, but they're running him over. You civilians, most of you civilians can't mess with me. Some of them civilians you don't want to mess with because they beasts. Most of them civilians, you don't want me. I would drag you up and down the street. You know what I'm saying?
Do you read the Bible? Do you believe in the Bible?
Yes, I believe in some of the stuff, not all of it. I believe
and you don't believe in vengeance is mine, thus saith the Lord?
The what?
It says vengeance is mine, thus saith the Lord. So if somebody do something wrong to you, he gonna get them back. You don't need to get them back.
Well, if he's getting vengeance, I can't tell. You know? Because they still walking around every day. They still rub me the wrong way every day. Even if they ain't saying slick stuff, they still rub me the wrong every day. Rub me the wrong way every day, or almost every day, or throughout the day while I'm out there walking or while I'm chilling around the complex.
That's your fault.
Why is it my fault? Because I'm leaving my room?
No, because you letting them. You let people. That's your choice. You don't have to let them do anything.
Let people.
It's your body.
I don't ask people to stare at me like I'm like my piece of meat when I'm walking down the hallway. I don't ask people that when I move to this side of the hallway, they move to this side. Now they trying to move me out the way. You know what I'm saying? I don't ask people to walk in my personal space like that, darn near brushing against me and stepping on my shoes.
Why does something that small make you that mad? That small stuff, real little things.
That's not small stuff. That's disrespect.
No, it's not. It's small. And what you're doing is you're disrespecting yourself by getting revenge. You just let these people go. You're bigger than that. You're bigger than that.
I don't get revenge. I talk about it on her. I'll talk about it to my friends that they don't want to hear about it.
You just said you got that dude back by talking real bad to him.
Yeah, that was one person. That happens every once in a while. I clock out and say some slick stuff.
Oh, all right.
And I thought about doing it to more of them.
I used to be like that, but I said, fuck that. I'm tired of being like that. I just don't care no more. I don't care. You can say what you want to say. I don't hear you. You ain't talking to me.
Yeah.
You didn't already work out?
I'm going to work out later on about 10 or 11 o'clock.
I just took a whole shower. I'm finna get off those clips because I gotta go to work. I'll be back on if you on later.
Alright, cool.
Alright, talk to you.
Talk to you later.